Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are spending a night at one of Japan's top 3 onsen towns, Arima Onsen. Just an hour bus ride away from Kyoto is a quaint little onsen town called Arima, and it's one of Japan's oldest onsen towns. It's also 30 minutes away from Kobe city center, which makes it a great day trip spot. Many actually come to spend a day at the historic kinsen and ginsen, which contains an abundance of natural elements that's hard to find elsewhere. But because we wanted to get the full onsen experience, we decided to stay the night at one of Arima's many ryokans. Get going. We chose this ryokan because it not only has beautiful views of Mount Ryoko, but it's one of the only ryokans in the area with their own spring source, along with 7 different onsen baths, 3 of which are private, but more on that later. The ryokan itself has 2 facilities: the main hall, Ryokan, which is the one we're staying at, and a sister branch called Yugetsu Sanso. You can only access all 7 onsen baths when staying at the main hall, so we made sure to book Ryokan to ensure we're getting the most out of our stay. Upon checking in, we were greeted with this amazing view in the lobby. I'm sure it would be 10 times more magical in the fall. There's also a little gift shop in the lobby with some of Arima's most signature items, but I recommend taking some time to head out to town to experience all that Arima has to offer. But first, let's take a look at our room. We booked the Japanese style room, and I have to say it felt so good to have so much space to ourselves. This room has everything you need. Upon walking in, you'll find the toilet, which is completely separate from the main room, a seating area with views of Mount Ryoko, a small pantry with tea, which is also connected to the bathroom with a double sink, along with amenities like face wash, hair dryer, and skincare products, and of course a full shower and tub for those who want to bathe privately in their room, but we're here for the onsen facility, so we didn't end up using this. Back out at the living area, we have a closet with our little yukatas all laid out for us, along with an outdoor jacket for us to use later tonight. There's different sizes for you to choose from when booking, but you can also request for a different size when you're here. Over on the other side is our futons, which will be laid out for us while we're at the onsens, along with some extra chairs. After settling in, we had a little bit of time to kill before our sukiyaki dinner, so we headed out to town to make sure to make the best of what this onsen town has to offer. Because as mentioned before, aside from onsens, there's a bunch of little souvenir shops and light bites nestled in the area, including a public food bath and a toy museum that showcases automata and toys from all over the world. But one of the most popular souvenirs here in Arima is definitely tansan senbei. These are rice crackers made with Arima's carbonated spring water, and you can pretty much get these anywhere here in Arima, including chocolate covered ones right in front of the bus terminal. But we got ours from Mitsumori Honpo, where you can observe the whole production process and even sample one right off the production line. Now, aside from tansan senbeis, Arima is also known for their peppers, which to me has more of a floral note than your traditional pepper. We stopped by one of the 3 Kawakami chotens here in Arima, and they literally sell everything related to this Arima sancho, from spices to simmered sancho flowers and tree bark. Every part of the sancho tree is put to use. They've also created a variety of shichimi flavors along with more simple pairings like yuzu pepper. As someone who needs spice and everything nice in my food, this is a must get. For all my non-food related souvenir shoppers, Yoshitakaya is your one-stop shop for everything. From your traditional keychains and postcards to a full Arima skincare line, you will definitely find a thing or two to bring back home, as the store is filled to the brim with Arima merch. We ended up blacking out and bought a plethora of random skincare, candies, and these little Shiba display things just cause it reminded us of our dogs. And after rolling all our money on souvenirs, it was time for some food. Now we do have dinner waiting for us back at the Ryokan, but there was just so many little street food here that we just couldn't resist, starting with this korokke spot, which specializes in a korokke that has Kobe beef chunks inside. Unfortunately, it was sold out by the time we got there, so we ended up only trying the minced cutlet, which wasn't anything too special, but it's not bad if you want a quick snack. Our next stop, however, is definitely on my must-try list. The Ariman, which are wild boar buns made with Arima's famous sanchos, and this was splendid. So fluffy and comforting. The pepper adds that little extra heat that warms you from the core. I highly recommend getting this to try if you're here. Another one of my favorites would definitely have to be these fish cake skewers from Hokyuan. We got the octopus with perilla leaves, and this was so good. I really wish we got to try some of the other ones too. Now it's not a fruit crawl without something sweet, so we ended our mini crawl with a cheesecake on a stick. This was honestly a spontaneous decision since the line for this was so long. You really can't go wrong with cheesecake in Japan. They've literally perfected the recipe. Before heading back to our hotel, there was one last thing we had to try here in Arima, and it was the Arima cider. This is also made of carbonated spring water with a tinge of ramune flavor. It was definitely a refreshing pair to all of the food we had, and arguably one of Arima's most signature items. It's finally time for our Kobe beef sukiyaki dinner, and let me just say they made sure we were fed. They gave us so much food. We started off with some light appetizers and sashimi, followed by a Kobe beef sukiyaki, which came with assorted veggies and udon. And although there were a lot of sides, don't be fooled by this plate of Kobe beef because they gave us way more meat than we thought. Each piece of beef was easily the size of our plates. This shot was taken after we had already had 3 pieces of meat each, and there was still more under there. They could have easily skipped out on the meat portion, but they really made sure we got what we paid for. Our dinner ends with this cute little dessert spread, and by this time we were stuffed. But lucky for us, we have a whole night of hot springs waiting for us. Our first mission was heading over to the sister hotel, Sanso, where they have an open air bath along the Takigawa River. We did also go into their indoor bath, which I recommend skipping because the bath itself is the same as the main hall, but the facility is much smaller and outdated. But I will say the outdoor bath is really nice, especially if you have it all to yourself like I did. We did also book 2 of their private baths that night, a wine bath and a cave bath. These private baths are an extra charge, about 2,200 yen for 40 minutes, and these are great for families or those who prefer to bathe in private. There's also a cypress bath that we opted out of because you can pretty much find these anywhere, but if I had to choose just one, I recommend booking the wine bath because it left my skin super smooth, and the cave one is pretty much just hot water with a cave-like atmosphere. And after nearly soaking all of our skin off, by the time we made it back to our rooms, our futons were already laid out for us, which was our cue to end the night. The next morning, we woke up extra early for breakfast. Just look at this spread. I really wish I could have breakfast like this every single day. After gobbling our breakfast, we headed right back down to another bath. This time we're finally checking out the bath in the main hall. I was lucky enough to have this all to myself. They have both of Arima's famous baths, the ginsen, which contains rhodium and carbonate to help boost blood circulation and metabolism, and the golden colored kinsen, which contains iron and salt that helps with muscle pain and skin ailments. Both contains an abundance of natural elements that's said to cure any diseases if you soak in both types of water. And so, after soaking my soul away, it was finally time to check out. We spent a total of about $250 per person, which includes room, meals, and the private bath, and honestly it was pretty worth it in my opinion. This Ryokan is tucked away on a hill about 5 minutes from town, but they do have shuttles to and from this bus terminal, so getting here is super easy. I'll leave all of the info down in the description if you're interested. I had such an amazing stay in Arima, and I hope this video inspires some of you to visit. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what other onsen towns I should check out next. Thanks for watching!